Pay attention. When you fail to seize interest within 5 seconds, that opportunity vanishes forever. Not in commerce, not in guiding others, not anywhere. Our environment screams constantly. Focus has become valuable currency, and true professionals never plead for notice. They seize it decisively. Right now, I'm revealing the insider strategies that distinguish the invisible from the remarkable. Stay focused because this marks the starting point of everything. Prior to establishing credibility, prior to building faith, prior to wielding power, comes immediacy. The reality most refuse to acknowledge is simple. Nobody sits waiting for your voice. Nobody remains idle, anticipating you'll gradually build momentum, ease toward your point, or courteously present yourself. Reality races forward. Focus shows no mercy. When you don't instantly demonstrate that your words carry immediate significance, your audience has already departed. Perhaps physically there, but cognitively absent. True professionals grasp this completely. They don't begin with ease. They begin with impact. They don't request authorization to speak. They make quietness feel risky. From that opening phrase, listeners must sense, missing this cost me something valuable. That's immediacy, not hysteria, not chaos. Importance refined to razor sharpness. Immediacy isn't measured in velocity. It's measured in consequences. Individuals focus when something hangs in the balance. Their hours, their resources, their tomorrow, their sense of self. True professionals structure their introduction around what stands threatened when listeners remain passive. They never open with, "Allow me to share my background." They open with, "Here's your trajectory if current patterns persist." Because human nature prioritizes protection over pursuit. Deprivation strikes deeper than acquisition. When you launch by revealing the price of paralysis, you circumvent objections and target raw instinct directly. Immediately, this transcends being merely content. It transforms into an alarm, a reality check, a critical juncture demanding focus because it concerns survival, whether emotional, career-oriented, or mental. That's when attention locks in. That's when scrolling halts. Many speakers weaken their introduction through fear of excessive directness. True professionals reverse this approach. They achieve surgical precision. They eliminate everything that doesn't strengthen those initial 10 seconds. No background narrative, no information overload, no gentle transitions into comfort zones. Comfort destroys focus. Immediacy flourishes through precision. One penetrating reality, one irrefutable insight, one statement triggering the thought. That describes my exact situation. When someone experiences direct address, immediacy becomes personal. It transcends generic guidance. It becomes communication aimed precisely at them. And when individuals feel specifically identified within a group, they remain. They engage. They commit emotionally. Precision generates tension, and tension generates concentration. Immediacy equally demands unwavering belief. Authenticity cannot be manufactured. Audiences detect hesitation, softening, or self-protection instantly. True professionals communicate as though time holds precious value because they honor it accordingly. Their energy declares, "I lack unlimited time for explanation, and you lack unlimited time for avoidance." That intensity spreads naturally. It extracts people from distraction into full presence. Unwavering belief doesn't require shouting. It requires assurance. It means your statements carry substance because you trust each one completely. When immediacy combines with assurance, audiences feel secure investing attention. They detect guidance. They detect purpose. They detect that continuing with you represents the intelligent choice. Here's another insight professionals recognize. Immediacy operates emotionally before engaging logically. Logic clarifies, emotion motivates. The introduction must connect with something fundamentally human. Anxiety, irritation, drive, remorse, longing. Not through manipulation, but through authenticity. Individuals tire of pretending circumstances are acceptable. When you recognize what they genuinely experience, exhaustion, uncertainty, stress, restlessness, you confirm their lived experience. That confirmation establishes immediacy by dissolving denial. Now listeners stop escaping. They start confronting genuine reality. And once emotional presence establishes itself, reasoning can provide direction. But emotion grants initial access. Without it, messages never penetrate. True professionals additionally recognize that immediacy isn't maintained through excitement. It's maintained through progressive force. The introduction ignites the spark, but subsequent phrases must validate continued engagement. Each concept reinforces the previous one. Each idea feels essential. There's forward momentum, a sensation that something significant unfolds, and you're reluctant to miss what follows. This transforms immediacy into reliability. Audiences recognize you're not squandering their hours, you're honoring them. And when people experience respect, they extend greater attention. That's the contradiction. Immediacy feels powerful, yet it's fundamentally generous. It communicates, I respect your time excessively to remain ambiguous. Immediacy isn't theatrical performance, it's radical honesty. Honesty regarding transformation's velocity. Honesty regarding postponement's repercussions. Honesty regarding how rapidly windows close and how silently they vanish. True professionals avoid softening reality. They sharpen it. They recognize that precision equals compassion and that forthrightness equals respect. When you launch with immediacy, you're not coercing audiences. You're liberating them. You're declaring this instant holds significance, and you do equally. That's why superior introductions don't merely capture focus, they establish obligation. Once someone grasps this matters immediately, they cannot reverse that awareness. And here stands the ultimate reality. Immediacy isn't strategy, it's philosophy. It emerges from recognizing your message holds worth and believing listeners deserve receiving it before time expires. When you embody that conviction, your language naturally demands attention. You don't pursue interest, you create it. You don't hope people remain. You provide reasons they cannot dismiss. That distinguishes novices from professionals. One awaits recognition. The other comprehends that now represents the sole moment that ever held meaning. Because when your initial words fail to awaken people, nothing following will ever inspire them. Allow me to share something most avoid because it generates discomfort. Individuals don't act because of potential. They act because of suffering. Potential sounds appealing, but suffering feels tangible. Suffering arrives immediately. Suffering demands focus. When you introduce topics by discussing aspirations, achievement, or capacity without first recognizing hardship, you sound removed, unremarkable, and detached. True professionals never commit that error. They proceed directly to the spaces people attempt hiding from. They voice the realities people experience but seldom articulate openly. And that instant you accomplish this, barriers dissolve because finally someone comprehends what actually feels like being trapped, weary, disregarded, unsure, or aggravated. Suffering speaks universally. It disregards age, position, wealth, or origin. Everyone carries burdens. True professionals don't navigate cautiously around that weight. They identify it. They portray it so vividly that listeners think, how did you recognize that? That instant embodies power, not exploitation. Power. Because trust builds fastest when someone expresses your internal experience superior to your own capability. When you address suffering initially, you gain authorization to discuss resolutions subsequently. Bypass the suffering and your potential sounds like static. Address the suffering and your potential sounds like salvation. Many speakers rush beyond suffering through fear of appearing pessimistic. True professionals comprehend something deeper. Recognizing suffering isn't negativity. It's authenticity. Nothing uplifts through pretending circumstances are satisfactory when they're not. That disconnection explains why audiences disengage. They don't require another curated showcase. They require reality. When you describe the irritation of laboring intensely while still feeling inadequate, the depletion from contributing everything while receiving minimal acknowledgement, the silent anxiety of squandering capability, people feel acknowledged. And when someone feels acknowledged, their listening transforms. Their defensiveness drops, their concentration intensifies. You're no longer broadcasting toward them. You're conversing alongside them. Suffering-centered introductions succeed because they synchronize with how human cognition prioritizes data. The consciousness constantly searches for dangers and challenges. When you express suffering someone currently endures, you activate significance. The consciousness marks it critically important. That's why professionals begin there. They don't lead with qualifications or accomplishments. They lead with comprehension. They communicate essentially, I recognize this cost you bore. I recognize the sensation when nobody observes. I recognize the irritation you don't share publicly. That specificity level distinguishes genuine leaders from mere entertainers. Entertainers dazzle, leaders bond. Here's the essential distinction. True professionals don't inflate suffering. They illuminate it. They don't create drama. They bring clarity. They help individuals realize they're not inadequate for experiencing their feelings. They're human. That confirmation alone can prove revolutionary. Many individuals aren't paralyzed from lacking data. They're paralyzed from believing something within them is defective. When you address suffering with dignity and accuracy, you eliminate shame from circumstances. And once shame disappears, transformation becomes achievable. Individuals don't resist answers. They resist experiencing judgment. True professionals remove judgment prior to providing direction. Only after acknowledging suffering does potential gain significance. Potential without suffering resembles fantasy. Potential following suffering resembles relief. True professionals comprehend timing. They don't rush toward inspiration. They allow reality to settle first. They permit listeners to sit within recognition. Then, exclusively then, do they present the concept that superior circumstances are achievable. Not as excitement, not as miracles, but as pathways. And because the suffering proved genuine, the potential feels deserved. It doesn't resemble advertising. It resembles guidance. That's when influence evolves into genuine impact. Addressing suffering additionally establishes accountability. Once you identify the hardship, you implicitly communicate remaining here carries costs. You compel listeners to face inaction's reality. Not forcefully, not critically, but transparently. True professionals respect individuals sufficiently to deliver truth. They don't enable ease. They confront stagnation. And challenge rooted in empathy doesn't repel people. It propels them ahead. Individuals don't desire sympathy. They desire understanding followed by leadership. Suffering first communication delivers precisely that. There exists another dimension most overlook. When you articulate suffering, you simultaneously demonstrate your credibility. Credibility isn't merely knowledge, it's perception. Anyone can discuss triumph. Only someone who's encountered hardship can describe it precisely. When you express suffering with subtlety and richness, you reveal experience without ever stating, I've experienced this. Audiences sense it. They detect authenticity. They sense your language originates from lived reality, not abstraction. That credibility cannot be fabricated and cannot be disregarded. True professionals additionally recognize that suffering transforms. What troubled individuals 5 years prior isn't necessarily what troubles them presently. That's why relevance matters critically. You must address contemporary suffering, the burden of perpetual comparison, the nervousness regarding rapid transformation, the weariness from constant performance requirements, the terror of falling behind within a world that never pauses. When you address modern suffering, you sound current, you sound engaged, you sound indispensable, and necessity represents influence's supreme form. When you master addressing suffering before potential, your message stops feeling discretionary. It feels immediate. It feels intimate. It feels delivered at precisely the required moment. That's not coincidence. That's craftsmanship. True professionals don't hope messages connect. They engineer them to. They honor their audience's emotional landscape and meet them there initially. Only afterward do they provide forward guidance. Because when you respect someone's suffering, you obtain their focus. And when you obtain their focus, you obtain the opportunity to transform their existence. Prior to processing a single word, assurance has already communicated. Well before reasoning can assess your message, audiences have determined whether you merit attention. This represents the uncomfortable reality most ignore. Assurance gets sensed, not scrutinized. It inhabits inflection, bearing, stance, rhythm, and conviction. You can detect wavering. You can perceive doubt, and once detected, no quantity of valuable information can restore what's lost. True professionals comprehend that assurance isn't about superiority or loudness. It's about stable certainty. It's the quiet conviction declaring, I belong here and my words hold importance. Insecurity manifests subtly, excessive explanation, acceleration, apologizing, weakening statements that should land decisively. True professionals avoid all that. They communicate with discipline. They allow language to exist naturally. They don't saturate the space with data to demonstrate worth. They deliver precisely what's required and trust it to connect. That discipline communicates self-trust. It tells audiences this speaker doesn't require validation to stand firm. And when someone appears settled in their authority, audiences relax into reception. Assurance establishes security. Security establishes focus. Genuine assurance roots itself in precision. When you know precisely what you're present to communicate and why it holds significance, your execution becomes focused and purposeful. True professionals don't meander. They don't search for their message while speaking. They arrive possessing it. That decisiveness carries substance. Individuals trust guides who sound like they know their destination. Uncertainty, even unvoiced, generates resistance. Listeners begin questioning rather than absorbing. Assurance eliminates that resistance. It establishes smooth passage for concepts to travel from speaker to audience without obstruction. Here's another insight professionals grasp. Assurance isn't about flawlessness. It's about ownership. They don't pretend possessing every answer. They don't conceal themselves behind complexity. They completely own their viewpoint. That ownership proves magnetic. It signals genuineness. Individuals aren't attracted to perfect speakers. They're attracted to sincere ones who stand solidly in their beliefs. When you own your message, even imperfections become irrelevant. Audiences aren't listening for refinement. They're listening for authenticity delivered with conviction. Assurance additionally appears in how limits are maintained. True professionals don't pursue validation. They don't modify their message mid-delivery to prevent discomfort. They trust the message sufficiently to allow it to challenge people. That doesn't mean being hostile or contemptuous. It means being rooted. When you're rooted, you don't falter at resistance's first indication. You remain constant, and constancy proves powerful. It tells audiences this message can endure examination. That assurance invites respect even from those potentially disagreeing. Perhaps assurance's most neglected aspect is internal authorization. True professionals don't await readiness. They don't question whether they're permitted to speak powerfully. They grant themselves authorization to be heard. That internal resolution changes everything. When you believe you possess the entitlement to occupy space, your voice carries authority effortlessly. Audiences sense that internal harmony. They sense you're not borrowing assurance, you're inhabiting it. And that genuineness makes your language penetrate deeper. Assurance, when authentic, becomes infectious. Audiences begin borrowing your conviction. They start believing in concepts you're presenting because you believe initially. This is how genuine leaders transform perspectives. Not through coercion, not through manipulation, but through presence. Your belief becomes a pathway others willingly traverse. That's influence at its pinnacle. Because when you trust your voice, others trust it equally. And the instant that occurs, your language stops being heard and starts being heeded. Most individuals don't recognize this, but language carries mass. And when you employ excessive amounts, you lighten each individual piece. Focus isn't infinite. It's delicate. It's gained incrementally. True professionals comprehend this at a depth that transforms their communication style. They recognize that every word must justify its presence because squandered words don't merely waste moments. They weaken authority. When someone speaks and continues without trajectory, audiences don't think this is comprehensive. They think this is muddled. Exactness equals strength. And strength gets experienced when every phrase feels purposeful, calculated, and required. Novices speak to occupy silence. True professionals allow silence to reveal insufficient reasoning. That's why they select language deliberately. They don't depend on padding, repetition, or excessive clarification to sound significant. They trust the concept's inherent strength. When a phrase is precise, it connects. When it's inflated, it floats. Audiences shouldn't labor to locate the message. If they're hunting for meaning, they're not internalizing it. True professionals respect listeners sufficiently to complete thinking prior to speaking. That preparation manifests as precision, and precision commands focus. There exists a discipline necessary for economical communication. It means resisting the compulsion to demonstrate knowledge depth. It means eliminating sophisticated, sounding language that contributes zero value. True professionals aren't attached to their language. They're attached to outcomes. If a phrase doesn't advance listeners forward, emotionally or intellectually, it doesn't belong. This discipline separates significance from interference. Anyone can speak extensively. Few can express something profound through a brief, penetrating statement. Conciseness isn't fragility, it's expertise. Every superfluous word generates friction. It decelerates momentum. It extracts listeners from the experience. True professionals obsess over momentum. They comprehend that focus flows when concepts advance purposefully. Each phrase should feel like progression, not deviation. When someone listens and senses constant advancement, no circling, no stalling, they remain invested. Their consciousness stays engaged. That's not accidental. That's intentional design. True professionals architect their message identically to how engineers construct systems. Nothing surplus, nothing unstable, nothing unverified. Here's another reality most evade. Excessive explanation signals insecurity. It broadcasts doubt regarding the message or anxiety that audiences won't comprehend. True professionals trust intelligence. They trust listeners to connect concepts. They don't disrespect individuals by articulating what's already apparent. When you permit space for comprehension, you generate respect. And respect intensifies involvement. Individuals don't desire condescension or burial in minutiae. They desire insight delivered cleanly and confidently. Language that justifies its presence additionally carries emotional exactness. True professionals don't merely ask, "Is this accurate?" They ask, "Does this resonate?" A technically sound phrase that moves nobody remains ineffective. Significance emerges from synchronization. When meaning, emotion, and timing converge, that's why professionals ruthlessly edit their own speech. They eliminate anything weakening the emotional trajectory. They comprehend that transformation doesn't emerge from quantity. It emerges from resonance. One strategically positioned phrase can shift a perspective faster than 10 minutes of explanation. When every word holds significance, audiences perceive it. They sense purposefulness. They sense respect. They sense guidance. There's zero confusion regarding priorities. The message feels refined, penetrating, concentrated. And that concentration establishes trust. Individuals trust speakers who don't squander their time. They trust voices that reach the essence and maintain position. That trust transforms listening into conviction and conviction into movement. Because when your language is selected carefully, it doesn't merely communicate. It penetrates, remains retained, and inspires people toward transformation. Information independently has never transformed an existence. It can enlighten, it can impress, it can even convince, but it doesn't revolutionize. True professionals comprehend this profoundly. They recognize that motion represents the attraction. Emotion represents what unlocks